Hebrews chapter number 5. How many of you know that we serve a speaking God? Eternal God, our Lord and our Father, we praise your name and give you glory. We thank you for this wonderful worship opportunity. I personally thank you for this opportunity to stand in the place where preaching happens. But God, I don't stand here of my own volition and my own accord. I stand here with the understanding that preaching doesn't happen until the preacher comes. So right now, God, in the name of Jesus, unleash your high sheriff that will be the Holy Ghost. Let it move in this place. That your people might hear from you. In Jesus' name. Amen. All right, I'm going to ask you again, how many of you know that we have a speaking God? Yeah. Turn with me to Hebrews chapter number 5. But first I need everybody to get a pen and a piece of paper. Take out your iPad or your iPhone and go to the note section. Because you're going to need to write some stuff down. And I have quiet to move because this message is going to change our church.
Amen.
Amen. This morning I want to talk about knowing the voice of God.
Amen.
Knowing the voice of God. Can y'all hear me? Hebrews chapter number 5, verses 12 through 14. I'm going to read from the Common English Version. Although you should have been teachers by now, you need someone to teach you an introduction to the basics about God's message. You have come to the place where you need milk instead of solid food. Everyone who lives on milk is not used to the word righteousness because they are babies. But solid food is for the mature, whose senses are trained by practice to distinguish between good and evil. Let me give you a little bit of background on this letter to the Hebrews. This epistle is by an unknown writer. We don't know the author of the book, but we do know who it was written to. It was written to Messianic Jews, Jews who had converted to Christianity, but were now considering going back to Judaism. They were about to quit the faith. And Paul writes to them to encourage them not to quit. And this is important because we live in a quitting culture. We live in a quitting society. People quit everything. They quit their jobs. They quit their marriages. They quit friendships and relationships. They'll quit this church and join that church. and quit that church and join another church. We just live in a time when folk quit everything. They quit preaching, quit singing on the choir, quit ushering on the board. People just quit. Somebody make you mad, make them mad, they quit. We live in a time when everybody acts like a child. Because quitting is what children do. Am I right about it? Be playing marbles and somebody make you mad. Pick up your marbles and go home. Playing basketball, you start losing. Grab your ball and take out across the court and go home. Children. Children quit. But grown folks stick it out.
Amen.
The writer is writing to them because they are acting like children. It's right there in verse number 12. Verse number 12. For by this time you should be teachers, but you need someone to teach you about the basics of God. You have come to a place where you need milk instead of solid food. The writer tells them that you've been around the kingdom long enough that by this time you ought to be teaching other folk how to live a Christian life. Instead, you run around gossiping and backbiting, playing little teenage, adolescent children game. And you ought to be teaching other folk how to live like Christ. So instead, now somebody got to teach you all over again. You ought to be eating meat instead of drinking milk. Verse 13. Ain't nobody saying that y'all ain't like that. Everyone who lives on milk is not used to the word of righteousness because they are babies. But solid food is for the mature. Somebody say the mature. Whose senses are trained by practice to distinguish between good and evil. Y'all know we live in a culture where people are calling wrong right and right wrong. He said, you ought to know what's right and wrong by now. You ought to know what's righteous and what's sin, what's holy and what's unholy. John said, in the Gospel of John said, you ought to be able to go in and out and find pasture. But what he is saying is, you ought to be able to go into the Word of God and find food for yourself. You ought not have to be spoon-fed every time somebody sees you. So I want to talk about knowing the Word, the voice of God. I want to talk to you about this because you need to be able to know when God is talking and when he is not. Amen. How many of you know that God will talk to you? How many of you know that the devil is in the talking business as well? How many of you know that when the devil talks to you, it's not with a demonic voice? First of all, when he shows up, he's not going to have on a red suit, have horns on his head, and have a pointed tail. When he comes, he's going to be dressed up like an angel of light. When he talks to you, he's going to sound angelic. He's going to sound like he's saying. Y'all ain't saying that. He's going to be able to quote more verses of scripture than all of us in here put together. And the tragedy is, a lot of people are making decisions and choices, and they're making them thinking that they're making them based on what God has said. But let me tell you, they are not. So that raises the question, Ms. Knight, that raises the question. And the question is, how do you know the difference? Somebody say, know the difference. Know the difference. Well, this morning I'm going to tell you how to know the difference between God's voice and the devil's voice. I want you to know that when God is talking, when God is talking to you, And I want you to know when God is not talking to you. And the reason why you need to know, because everybody who speaks and everybody who talks is not speaking for God.
Amen.
So I'm going to give you 5 characteristics of God's voice this morning. And that's why I wanted you to get your iPad, and I want you to get some paper so you can write down these 5 characteristics of the voice of God. And when we finish, my hope is that you will be able to know the difference between when God is speaking to you and when he is not.
Amen.
Now the first characteristic is in Colossians chapter number 3, verse number 15. Write it down. I'm not going to wait for you to turn there because it may take you 2 or 3 weeks to get there. Some of y'all will read it. The pages all stuck together, so just write it down and you can read it when you get home, okay? But listen to what it says. And let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to which also you were called one body, and be thankful. Somebody said the peace of God.
The peace of God.
The first characteristic of when God is talking to you is the peace of God. God's voice rules and governs by peace. He doesn't govern by tension or by stress. When God speaks, it brings peace. Yes. Somebody say peace.
Peace.
Now, what do you mean by that, preacher? I mean an internal peace. It means to have an internal calmness. It means that when God speaks into your life, there's going to be an internal serenity and quietness that's associated with it. Now I need you to get that because people are making decisions and coming back telling me, Pastor, I'm at peace about it. Yeah, Pastor, I did it, and I'm at peace. The problem is, they're making decisions that are the opposite to what the Word of God says.